Alright, how's it going? I'm going to be facing off against the Nationals again. And hopefully we can continue our hitting success. Let's see.
It's time for baseball on MLB Network. Today, it's the second of this three-game series between the Washington Nationals and the New York Mets. Major League Baseball on MLB Network coming up right after this. Rick Porcello will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, this guy keeps his team in the ball game. He's won 2 of his last 3 starts, so he's been throwing the ball really well. And one of the keys for this guy is getting early outs to keep his pitch count down. If he can do that, he should be able to get into the 7th or 8th inning in this one here today.
Now to the plate, Trey Turner. First shot for him here as he enters play, currently leading the senior circuit in batting.
This season really shouldn't come as a surprise to many. We all know what kind of skill this guy produces when he has a bat in his hands.
Alright, let's take a quick look at the lineup here. Trey Turner leads it off. Eaton, Soto, Thames, Kendrick, Castro, Cabrera, Yan Gomes, the catcher in number 8 spot, and then Anibal Sanchez for the Mets. You have McNeil back at second, and in the number 2 spot, Cespedes, Alonso Conforto, Ramos batting 6th, Davis, Nimmo, and Porcello.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he fouls this one off.
First pitch, 4-10.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole.
Nice.
0-2.
Really tough to strike this guy out, though. Gonna do my best. But he wants me to go up and in even more.
Fastball, strike 3 called, and he's caught looking to begin the
I got the
afternoon.
ball there.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Adam Eaton digging in next. As he'll take a look at ball 1. These Mets fellas, as they take the field here today, they come in off another victory last time out, and now they're winners of 8 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, Matty. Dan, this team is playing well. They're getting closer in the division race. I guess my question to you, I want to ask you, did you find that you started to really pitch better as the summer months started to get hotter?
No doubt about it. Not only does his team start feeling better, but I think you get a good vibe starting to go throughout the clubhouse. You realize that the schedule is starting to wind itself down. Every game is more important. The bigger the game, hopefully the better you play. And this team's been playing some really good baseball lately.
This one's flared out toward left. And that's in there. Base hit.
Hey, you know what? You could slowly start to see that batter leak out over the plate. That was 3 straight pitches on the outer half, and he was able to dive out there and get an opposite field single. Nice job.
Juan Soto to the plate now, as he'll take one on the inside corner at the knees. It's strike 1, and he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Eaton, base runner at first with 1 out. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball.
Boy, he sped him up in this at-bat. Now it's time for the changeup. This guy's got a good one, and he hasn't thrown it yet in this at-bat.
Working for the punch-out and the offering. A swing and a miss for out number 2, and a ball he had no chance of making contact with.
Nice.
Let's take a look at the sequence here again. The first 3 pitches, all 3 down in his zone. So now you've got a guy that's thinking something down around the knees. He's conditioned to kind of look down there. That's when you mix it up and put it by him at the letters.
Standing in now, Eric Thames. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He'll enter play with an average of .311, 23 homers, and 60 runs batted in. Now the 1-0 finds the zone, strike 1. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate is Larry Bullard.
Hey, D-Row, Larry Bullard, he's pretty much right down the middle. You see very few managers and players getting into very many confrontations with Larry.
Yeah, Larry lays in the weeds, Dan. Doesn't try and make it about him, and that's what the players love. He's got a pretty consistent strike zone, and he's approachable.
The 1-2. Swing and a line drive. But this is foul near the seats. Again, a 1-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Nationals leave 1. Now the Mets will step up for their first shot in a scoreless ball game.
This is a nice inning for Porcello.
Anibal Sanchez is on the mound for game 2. Dan Plesac, what's
Struck
the
out
word
the
on
side,
it?
yeah.
Hey, he wasn't particularly good in his last one. If you look at the line score, he only lasted 4 innings, took the loss. He'll really be hoping to turn in a much better performance in this one.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Not shortstop.
Here it comes.
Rosario.
Cut fastball inside, ball 1. Fellas, the Nationals, as they take the field here today, they dropped another one last time out, and in fact they've won just twice in their last 8 tries.
Yeah, guys, after the first 4 games on this road trip, they find themselves 2-2, kind of par for the course. But they got to find a way to play a little bit better today, kind of turn the tide and get it working in a positive direction.
Rosario handles the bat well against right-handed pitching. Doesn't have a lot of pop, but he does make contact, and of course he's always using his wheels to his advantage.
Yeah, and in today's game, how refreshing is it to watch this guy absolutely get down the first base line? I can't tell you what this does to a defense.
Now the 2-1 pitch.
Five pitches for Sanchez. Fastball, it's a four-seam fastball. Splitter, cutter, sinker, curveball.
Hit on the ground to third. Castro has it. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Batting second. The second baseman, number 6.
Standing in, Jeff McNeil, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. And the pitch. This is line to
Went
left.
the other way.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, the leadoff man wasn't able to do his job, but the number 2 hitter came through right there with the single, setting the table for the big boys.
That's today.
So striding in, Yoenis Cespedes. He's a long ball threat, of course, currently number 4 in the National League home run race.
This guy's right in the prime of his career right now. The power bat speaks for itself. One of the more dangerous hitters in the game of baseball.
First pitch on its way. A ball and no strikes.
Don't be shocked if he doesn't
Yeah, I
go
agree.
right back to that
McNeil's
splitter
batting
again.
average
He's
is
looking for a double play, and that pitch certainly
a
has
little
enough
on the low
depth on
side.
it to get him a ground ball.
Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball, 1-1. From the belt, the pitch. Shot toward right center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. McNeil rounds third and is digging for the plate. And he's safe at the plate as they take the lead.
And it looks like they're picking up right where they left off last night, where they posted some big offensive numbers. Well, he keeps the
RBI
party
double.
going with a double here. Got to be a tall order to duplicate last night's performance, but they'll give it a try.
Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. And he's the right man for the job with runners in scoring position as he ranks fifth in the National League in RBIs.
Pretty hot right now.
Yeah, he's definitely been one of the best run producers in the sport over the last several weeks. I'm sure his teammates are hoping he can keep this up all the way into the fall.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman.
In today's game, everybody's trying to work off the mound north-south, trying to elevate that heater. He wanted that pitch right there, but I can tell you as an offensive player, I'd rather give you 6 inches off east-west than to have you call that high fastball.
One and one, here it comes. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2.
Oh well.
Batting fifth.
At the plate, Michael Conforto. And the Mets with an opportunity for more damage here in the first. He's set. Here it comes. Swung right over the splitter there. 0-1. Two out here and a runner at second. Spin and a throw back to second.
Oh!
He is tagged out here. Boy, a bad mistake that time as he's picked
Come
off
on.
to end the inning. One for the Mets here on the RBI double. Second
took,
inning coming up, and the Mets have an early 1-0 lead.
Took one step too many.
In now for Washington, Howie Kendrick. He'll lead it off here to begin the second.
The second baseman, Howie Kendrick.
Now the pitch. This is on the ground over to first.
Whoa.
Oh, beautiful dive. He
Nice.
is out. And that's a huge play to keep the leadoff man off base.
Oh, that's a tough play, but he pulled it off perfectly.
Wow.
Once he made the great stop, still had to make a good feed to the pitcher covering, which isn't easy on routine grounders sometimes.
Nice play.
Hard not to appreciate that one.
Here's Starlin Castro. In his career against Porcello, comes in with 6 hits in 22 tries.
Yeah, I know.
And now pitch on the way.
1-0.
Popped up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out. Stepping in as Asdrubal Cabrera. He's got hits in each of the last 5 ball games. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Favorable call in there for a strike. Behind 0-2 now. We're in the second. 1-0 Mets early on. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Rounding first is Cabrera on his way to second now. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streaks.
Not a good pitch.
Here's the catcher, Yan Gomes.
Oh.
And he'll quickly send a line drive to center field. And that's in there. Base hit. He'll come home with it. The tag from Ramos, but it's not in time. Safe at the plate.
What a frustrating inning from a pitcher's standpoint, D-Roy. You get the first 2 out of the inning. The next guy doubles, and then you give up a 2-out base hit to drive in a run.
Yeah, you want to talk about on the complete flip side, firing up an offense. You see your 2 boys go down, 2 quick outs.
Oh,
you mix
man.
in a gapper right there. Double finds himself on second base, and he's able to come through. Next guy's able to come through with a big 2-out knock.
To the plate now, Anibal Sanchez. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Here's a breaking ball, but it doesn't quite find the strike zone. Runner aboard at first here with 2 gone in a 1-1 ball game.
What the?
Line toward the alley in left center. And the pitcher's got himself a base hit.
What's going on here?
Boy, D-Roy, you're talking about frustrating as a pitcher. You have the pitcher up with 2 outs, and he extends the inning there with a base hit.
Yeah, it's funny. I've hit 8th in my career, and the grind was to try and get the pitcher up so you could waste that out and flip the lineup over. This guy took it into his own hands and did just that. By getting a knock, now we could have some issues here.
Here now is Trey Turner as he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. A 1-1 count to the Nationals leadoff batter.
So, breaking news. Just received the notifications on my phone.
Strike 2 as the fastball is let go. 2 down, runners at first and second.
Face coverings, masks are now mandatory for public areas in Texas.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. This is foul right side. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
Ready with the payoff pitch. And he rolls over this one foul. We'll do it once more. 3-2.
Should be out of this
Pitch
inning
of
by
the
now.
at-bat coming up. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
So our situation has the bases loaded. 2 men out. And the next to bat is speedy Adam Eaton. First pitch coming. Here it is.
Man, 35 pitches with only 2 outs in the 2nd inning. Ideally, you'd like to have 30 or less after 2 innings, so he's got some catching up to do.
2-0 to the National center fielder. Three and 0 now.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Just the 2nd inning, but already 37 pitches to this point. There's a strike as he gets this one over. It's 3-1 now.
Taking all the way there, and a walk could be huge here, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's got the bat on his shoulder again on the next pitch.
The 3-1 pitch. Line, but speared on a hop. McNeil at second to finish off the force play, and that retires the side. So 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 3 men left on base. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. All tied at 1-1.
Out just barely. I don't know why it took Rosario so long to get rid of the ball. No, he goes for a walk with it before he. You know, that's one of the fastest runners in the game there. Just barely got him.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Now a splitter starts things off with a called strike 1. Ripped on the ground to first. A dive, and he knocks it down. And there is some stick-to-itiveness as they still manage to get the out at first. What a play.
Wilson Ramos.
Stepping up now, Wilson Ramos, arguably one of the hotter hitters in the league right now.
Oof, hitting .667 in the last 5 games.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball 1.
Now a check swing here, but the home plate umpire says he went around and no argument, and it's 1-1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Eaton on the move. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the 2nd out.
Batting 7th, the 3rd baseman, J.D. Davis.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and into bat next will be J.D. Davis. First pitch on its way.
Nope, outside.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. And he has a cut at that one, but misses 2-1. Tried to crush that ball, and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. Sanchez sets his sights. The 2-2 pitch.
We got 3-2.
Brandon Nimmo would be next. bouncer up the middle. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Mets go down 1, 2, 3. Through 2, we're tied 1 apiece.
Welcome back to Citi Field, where these fans have witnessed a lot of good pitching from their Mets this season. Coming into the day, they rank first in the league in both ERA and strikeouts, a combination that has opposing lineups searching for answers. One member of the staff told me, "It's a special group of guys. I've never been on a pitching staff that's so dominant top to bottom, and I've been on some pretty good ones." Now, one of the hitters on the team told me, "I'm relieved I get to stand behind them and play defense instead of staring them down in the box. That can't be fun." Matt, back to you.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. Here's the pitch. There's Porcello back at it now as he gets ahead of the leadoff man. No balls and a strike.
Hey, if this guy's able to execute that two-seamer down and away consistently, he's going to get a lot of swing and misses. He's going to get a lot of weak contact. He might even get a few knots on some people's shins.
Behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count, and the pitch. There's ball 2 as the slider dips below the zone.
The classic back foot slider right there with 2 strikes. Usually gets a ton of swing and misses. Nice layoff right there. Fight for another pitch.
Lifted the other way down the left field line. Cespedes is there. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The right fielder, number 9, Eric Thames.
Ready for another chance? Eric Thames. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Bouncer to the left side. Davis brings it in. And an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Here's Howie Kendrick. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Kendrick waiting. Now the pitch. The windup and the 0-1. Two out, nobody on. Pulled high in the air out to left field. After it is Cespedes. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. Home half of the third coming up, tied at 1. Bottom of the inning now, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Brandon Nimmo.
First delivery to him on the way. According to the career numbers on the back of his baseball card, Nimmo has a slugging percentage a little over .425, a respectable number. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. And that's taken for a strike on the inside corner. 2-1. Nimmo with an even count of 2-2 now. Here now the 2-2. Is swung on and missed. He got him.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to set him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
So now to the plate, Rick Porcello. 1 ball, no strikes to count. One out, nobody on. That's inside. 2-0.
Can't fall behind against the pitcher. Need to minimize pitch count against the easy outs, and this is certainly one of them.
Now the 2-0.
That's a tough curveball right there to stay into as a lefty hitter. That ball looks like it's almost going to hit you, and it breaks over the inside half of the plate.
And there's ball 3 on a breaking ball that misses away.
Well, he really needs to make this guy swing the bat right here. He's not the type of hitter you want to dance around with.
He takes a cold strike at the knees, and that'll run things full. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2. So back-to-back strikeouts for him here to start the inning. And as we show you where he places on the Nationals team leaderboard, you can see that number checks in 5th on the ball club. Into the box, Ahmed Rosario will attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Sanchez into his motion. Here's the pitch.
Kind of surprised not to see a fastball on the first pitch there. The guy's probably taking at least 1 pitch to give his pitcher a chance to sit down after he already made the second out.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
2 balls and a strike to Ahmed Rosario. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Liner towards second.
All right.
And he couldn't quite get high enough to pull that one down. It's into right center, a base hit.
Yeah, maybe a shot here now with 2 as they finally get another base runner on. He stranded 6 in a row prior to this point, so he's had his way with these guys for the past couple of innings.
So a runner at first with 2 away, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil.
Similar to which Cuban pitcher?
Look, now the pitch. And good movement on the fastball there from Sanchez as he jumps ahead with strike 1.
No doubt this is a steal situation right here. 2 outs and the leadoff hitter on first. This is the time you roll the dice and hope he gets in the scoring position where he can get a hit to bring him home.
Oh, jeez.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now.
It kind of reminded me of Kevin Brown a little bit. Just wind up. Maybe not so much from the stretch. I don't know.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Mets leave 1 through 3 complete, all tied 1 apiece.
Oh, he struck out the side.
Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Nationals manager Dave Martinez between innings, specifically about his club's offense to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. First offering on its way. Starlin Castro will stand in for the second time as he watches one miss low. It's a ball and no strikes. Swing and a liner, but foul.
Yeah, still the scar from Pico. I don't get it.
And he'll watch the fastball miss down low. It's 2-1.
What's going on, Flobo?
Line shot to first, and there's one away.
Now batting, the first baseman, Asdrubal Cabrera.
Coming to the plate now, Asdrubal Cabrera. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. Now here's the pitch. Lays off 1-0. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. But this is going to get foul. 1 run, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now.
Hey, after the double in his first at bat, looks like he's trying to pitch around this guy a little bit.
Down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball. 2-2.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there. A little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
Here now the 2-2. Hit hard back up the middle.
Ooh,
Rosario's got it. On to
Very
first,
nice.
and Cabrera's a ground out victim. 2 away.
Now batting.
So with 2 gone here in the fourth, let's check out our pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And you can see there both guys getting it up into the 90s, 92 and 94 respectively. Now
Thank you,
batting,
Flobo.
Yan Gomes, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
The 1-0 now to Gomes. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
It's never advantageous to fall behind 2-0 as a pitcher, but if you're going to do it, it's far better to do it with a guy down in the bottom of the order. Time for a challenge fastball right here, though.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Fouled away. Two out, nobody on. Got him. Nationals gone in order. We'll go to the bottom of the fourth, tied 1-1. Just about set to go for the last of the fourth. But before we do that, here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. Yes, they've only scored 1 run, but he said they've done a great job of forcing the pitch count up, and he thinks that's going to lead to more offense for them as this game goes on.
Leading up.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
The left fielder, Joe Hedges. Just today.
First pitch coming. Here it is.
Oh, wow.
Liner in there for a base hit.
I'm only going to be able to... I had to keep it a single.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch
Didn't
count
roll
up
back
and get into
far
that
enough.
bullpen,
And
but
I don't know.
sometimes
I mean, it would have been close at second.
call for
But
desperate measures.
So here's Pete Alonso as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at bat.
My apologies if you hear me kind of sniffle. I have a little bit of an allergy today. I'm trying to minimize
The 1-0 home
doing
is
it.
a ball below the zone.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
And he started to go around there, and it'll cost him, as they say. He did swing the bat. It's 2-1. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Hits are now even at 4 apiece. Now a fastball. Oh, look below the knees, but he rings him up anyway, and there's one gone.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
At the plate now, Michael Conforto.
He's calling
no
those
balls
low
and a strike
strikes.
to count. Here comes the 0-1. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left.
Oh, shit.
But he will haul this in on the run, as he had to go back to the warning track to do it, and there are 2 away.
Oh, well.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson.
Thought maybe it had a chance.
Into the box now, Wilson Ramos. He flew out in his last at-bat.
All right, here comes the power swing. Ambush.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
No.
Check swing, but he held up
Wow.
in time. Ball
Somehow
one.
I held up.
Two balls and no strikes to Ramos.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
2-0, here it is. And this one's in the dirt. And he'll keep that runner where he is, but meanwhile it's 3-0 now. Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now.
All right, here comes the power swing. 3-1 count. Let's get something up in the zone.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes. Now a fastball swung on and missed, and it's full 3-2.
All right, back to normal swing. I wasn't even close with that one.
Sanchez pauses. Full count pitch on his way.
Oh, God, he got
And
me.
a fastball called
That
strike
sucked.
3, and the side is retired. Mets strand 1. 5th inning coming up, tied at 1. Striding into the box, Anibal Sanchez. A base hit in his first
He's
trip.
hitting
He
294.
showed like a little prowess with the bat right there, Dan. I'd be surprised if they don't attack him a little bit more carefully this AB.
In there for strike 1. Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. On a good pitch there, had him stretching to get out there, and it's 2-2 now.
Hey, I'd like to see a little bit more discipline in that. You get a count in your favor and he's swinging a pitch that bad? Not good.
The 2-2. Swinging a soft liner.
Unbelievable.
And that is through into center. A
Pitcher's
base
2
hit,
for
and
2.
The opposing pitcher gets aboard to kick off the inning.
He came to play today. Not just only on the bump right there. He's thrown the ball well, but on the offensive side of the ball, he's able to contribute and help this offense put itself in position to score some more runs.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Ready with the 1-0. Smoked on the ground left side. And that finds its way through for a base hit.
These guys are in perfect position to break through right here and to take the lead. There is without question nothing tougher than back-to-back singles. You don't know if they're...
Michael Wacha starts throwing.
In now is Adam Eaton, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 1 run, 6 hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. In the dirt here. Good job to get to that quickly, though, and the count will even at 1. 1-1.
Wow.
Into center field, line drive base hit. The tag by Ramos, and they got him at home plate.
Up next to Washington.
I was lucky, you know, Sanchez is not a fast runner. And it's a decent throw by Nimmo. So that's the first out of the inning. But now we have to face Juan Soto. By no means
Here now is Juan Soto.
out of danger.
And that misses for ball
Wow.
1.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down in the zone will get him an out.
Pulled toward right center field. Nimmo arranged to his left and put it away. 2 down.
The right fielder, number 9, Eric Thames.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Eric Thames. 3rd trip to the plate for him here. He struck out and grounded out in his first 2 tries.
Can't let him beat me.
As a look, now the pitch.
Nope.
Where is that? He's not giving me the call. He was giving the other pitcher the call.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
The set and the 2-0, and it's fouled away.
Not doing that. That's I did that yesterday. He hit a home run. Oh God.
Hit hard on the ground towards second.
Oh, I got out of it.
Throw on to first is going to get him, and the Nationals blow an opportunity here, and that ends the inning.
Wow.
Let's leave a pair. Halfway home, all even at 1 apiece. Set now for the bottom of the 5th, and that'll give way to the 3rd baseman, J.D. Davis.
J.D. Davis.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact. Outside, 3-0 now.
If I'm in the box right now, I'm coming unglued. He is going to throw something over the heart of the plate.
And that misses ball 4 now. It's a leadoff walk to get the home half of the 5th underway.
Well, that is definitely not the way to start an inning. One thing to give up a walk, but to do it on 4 pitches is pretty alarming. He looks a little thrown off right now.
Stepping up now, Brandon Nimmo. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. As a look, now the pitch.
Nice job by the pitcher right there to establish himself back into the strike zone.
Leadoff man aboard here in a 1-1 ball game. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Lays off 2-2 now. From the belt, kicks and deals. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. And before the big 3-2 pitch, time is called at home plate.
Let's get on base.
And the payoff pitch. And he lays
Oh,
off
right.
ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
And this is the kind of thing that's been happening to him all season long. He'll cruise for a while.
Nope.
Hitting his spots, and all of a sudden the wheels come off and he struggles. We'll see if he can recover here.
Some eye-popping numbers from Dominic Smith.
And that one swung on and missed 0-1. Sanchez coming up on pitch number 71 so far. 0-1 count, and the pitch. Yanked fouled off to the right. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
You find yourself down 0-2 in these situations. It's tough to check your swing right there. That was a nice job.
Ready on 1-2. Splitter. 2-2.
Close.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
Got him swinging.
Oh my God.
Pitch, and that's out number 1.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big strikes.
Look at that swing. That was the swing of the season right there.
On its way is pitch number 75. And a check swing. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. It's ball 1. One and 1 to the Mets leadoff hitter.
Can't come out of his game plan right here. He knows he's a known sinker baller. I know it was a 4-seamer right there, but get back to that 2-seam. It's what his MO is.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses for the second ball.
Hey, they tried to tie him up on that last pitch, so I like that they went away with this one. The execution didn't work, but I like the idea behind it.
Two-1, here it is. Checks his swing, but this will be strike 2 call. Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. First and second now, one man out. Now a look and a throw back to second, and he'll get back in safely. And prior to the 2-2, he'll step out of the box and ask for time. Has a look, now the pitch. And he comes back with one down and in for ball 3.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit or at least force him out of the game.
Now a swing and he pops him up.
No.
This is right out in front of the mound. Sanchez with a little do-it-yourself play, and there are 2 down.
Now batting, number 6.
Now the national skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and it appears that'll be all for Anibal Sanchez. So he'll depart in the 5th with the go-ahead run on base. Didn't work the required 5 for the win, but he could still be hung for the loss should that run come around to score. Austin Voth trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away.
Austin Voth.
Jeff McNeil will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 2 away. Good lead off a second there. Now the pitch. Oh, just a miserable effort there. It's 0-1. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Fouled off. Oh, 0-2. Here it is. Swing and a miss at 1 in the dirt. Gomes gathers it. But he's not going to have a play, and they'll allow him to reach first after the strikeout.
Wow.
And
Get another
what
chance.
he wanted to do there is now they'll need 4 outs to get out of this inning.
That's today.
So the bases are loaded here. 2 men gone. And up next, the big RBI-minded bat of Yoenis Cespedes.
You know, Madden, every team has that one guy, and Yoenis Cespedes is that guy for the Mets. Completely changes that complexion of that Mets betting order.
Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. He's set. The 0-1. Slider is way low, but a good job there to knock this one down. And some action out in that Washington bullpen now as we see both a left-hander and a right-hander throwing. One and one. Here it is. Now a ball hit in the air, and this looks like it'll get him out of it. Eaton is under it. He hauls it in, and the potential go-ahead run will not come around to score. Fair to say, oh my goodness, these folks are not headed for a career on Broadway. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Brad Brock takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound. All set for the start of the inning. And stepping in is the second baseman, Howie Kendrick. Kendrick waiting. Now the pitch.
That's a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike.
The 1-1 doesn't catch the outside corner. It's a ball. To 2-2 now. Count remains 2-2. Now the pitch. There's Starlin Castro. He'll follow next. This is on the ground over to first. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the sixth.
Okay.
Now batting, the third baseman, Starlin Castro.
So here's Starlin Castro. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball on the screws.
And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. 1-1. Brock has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. And here's a fastball, not close, as he runs it to 2-1 now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And it misses. 3-1 now. Waiting on deck is Drupal Cabrera. The 3-1 pitch. Short, hit hard.
Okay.
Rosario's got it cleanly. And there's out number 2.
Now batting, the first baseman, Drupal Cabrera.
Ready for another shot now as Drupal Cabrera, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Well, if you're looking for pop, he definitely has more pop, more home run potential hitting from the left side. This is his power side.
1-0 the count. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit to third. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. Score remains deadlocked at 1.
Leading up for the Mets, the first baseman, Keith Alonso.
So Familia and Wilson are throwing in the pen.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1.
Hey, this one's tied late in the game. As a pitcher right now, you just can't lay a cookie in there. 1-0.
2 balls and no strikes.
A couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself at a good hitter's count.
Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose. Now the 2-1 pitch.
Well, that's ball 3, and the Mets right now would take a leadoff guy on any way they could get it.
Into his motion. Here comes the 3-1. And that one misses, so the leadoff man will head down to first on ball 4 to start the bottom of the 6th.
Man, when the game is tied, the last thing you can afford to do is walk the leadoff hitter. Got to focus on getting that ground ball now.
In now, Michael Conforto. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances. As a look, now the pitch. Pulled toward right center field. Eaton is under it. 1 away.
The catcher, number 40, Wilson Ramos.
1 away now for the Mets in the 6th. And next is the catcher, Wilson Ramos. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
I know that feeling. Played 14 years in the big leagues and still can't hit a slider.
Runner on first here with 1 gone and a 1-1 tie. In the dirt, and now let's see.
No, I have to retreat.
Good job there as the count
I don't think
goes
it bounced
to 1-2.
far enough. And even if it did, I got a late jump on it. So I sent them and then I changed my mind.
From the belt, kicks and deals.
Oh my God, I got away with 1. That should have been
that was a
punch
close
out.
pitch on 1 and 2. The count's now at 2 and 2, but boy, that one very easily could have been called strike 3. Really close pitch.
Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
Oh.
Rarely do you see a player of his caliber fooled that badly, but he was tied up in knots that time. 2 away now.
Wow, that's awfully impressive right there. The pitch before was really close. Called the ball. What does he do? He comes back with a better pitch and gets the punch out.
J.D. Davis the next at bat as he rips it on the ground to second. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
So here's Brandon Nimmo as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. We'll see if he can come through in a clutch spot here. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 6. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Got him to chase after the curveball below the zone there. That was a really nice pitch, and it can be a really tough one to lay off of as a hitter.
And before the 0-2 pitch, he'll step out of the box here to regroup. A breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the 2nd time this afternoon. 2 left for the Mets. Score remains tied 1-1. New inning set to get underway.
Leading off for Washington, the catcher, John Jones.
Jerry Familia is on the pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 27, Jerry Familia.
First pitch on its way. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike. Here comes the 0-1. Sinker gets the outside for a strike.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Can't quite get the low outside corner there. It's 1-2. And the pitch. And look out as this one catches him, and a big mistake there as now the go-ahead run is aboard to lead off the inning.
Well, he might be feeling a little bit of a sting there, but he can take comfort in knowing that he represents the go-ahead run. That could turn out to be a huge hit by pitch.
Wilmer Defoe will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 1, Wilmer Defoe.
This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. From the belt, kicks and deals. And that misses 1-1. And he fouls this one off.
Thought that was a base hit.
Go ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. This is skied into short left center. Here comes Cespedes. He makes the play. A fine running catch to get the first out of the inning.
Now batting, the shortstop, Trey Turner.
So a runner at first now with one away, and into bat is Trey Turner. From the belt, kicks and deals. 2-0.
Now this is the kind of count this guy feeds on at the plate. You can bet he's geared to hit the fastball right here.
Down low.
Oh my God.
The plot thickens here. 3-0.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
3-1 to the national shortstop.
Now that's a really curious pitch selection. 3-0 and turn to the slider. You have to wonder if maybe he's lost the feel for his fastball.
Possible go-ahead runs on first, one away. And he misses with it, ball 4. So the potential go-ahead run moves into scoring position now.
The center fielder, number 2, Adam Sanchez.
Eden, Soto, and Thames. How do these guys do against left-handers? Eden, Soto.
Digging in and looking.
His average is slightly lower against lefties, so I'm going to take out Familia.
Yeah, and they take another
And
single right here. That third base coach is dying to wave his arms. I wouldn't be surprised if anything hit hard through the infield. He's going to wave them.
And
now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Justin Wilson will come on to pitch now as he'll move into the 8th spot in the lineup on the double switch here. Jake Marisnick is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting ninth now on the double switch.
Batting 9, number 16, Jake Marisnick.
I don't know, actually. You asked about the manager's name. I don't remember. It's a fake character. Okay.
First offering on its way.
Yeah, he does look like Santana. I think his last name is Sargent or something.
The 0-1 pitch. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Wilson is adjusting to the new normal as MLB now mandates that relievers reach the end of an inning or face 3 or more batters before being replaced. And for a one-time lefty specialist like this, that's a big change.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
Oh my.
Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
Well, this is the matchup they wanted, bringing in the reliever, but falling behind 2-0 doesn't exactly help the situation very much.
Swing and a liner. Foul. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. And he takes a look at strike 3 called, and that's as important as they come there. 2 big outs now.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring
Big
opportunities.
strikeouts.
And when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
Stepping in now, Juan Soto. Started to go down after it, and he couldn't hold back. It's strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 0-1 offering.
I think Wilson's liking what he's seeing.
Oh! These are the situations right here that make me miss wearing a uniform. The big spot, the cat and mouse of what's he going to throw. I'm down 1-2. Can I battle back? The pitcher's trying to put me away. This is what the game's all about.
One and 2. Here it is. Pitch is way outside, and that's straight to the backstop. Good job to corral this quickly as the runners hold on. Here's the 2-2.
Whoa!
So a masterful job of being thrown into the fire and getting the big
High fastball challenge pitch, and he just watches it go.
Stem the tide. On now to the bottom
Wilson's
of inning number
pumped.
7. All tied at 1-1. Ryan Harper.
What a
gets the
moment.
Call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
Number 33, Ryan Harper.
Oh man, that was cool. I want to see that again.
Leading up.
comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Just a bit high with the fastball.
Yeah, it was Juan Soto.
Harper,
he
struck out. Minnesota Twin. He became a member of this team after signing as a free agent earlier this season.
Yeah, he didn't have an opportunity to really get acclimated to this ball club. Showing up during the season is not always easy, opening the doors to a big league clubhouse and trying to get to know your teammates. The best way to get to know them is to go out and produce.
And this ball runs away for ball 2, 2-1. Now here's the pitch. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Into the box, Ahmed Rosario. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Oh, look out. Hot shot to third, and there are 2 away.
The batter, number 6.
So here's Jeff McNeil. First pitch coming. Here it is. A 1 pitch on its way. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. Now here's the pitch. 2 out, nobody on. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
Good job to work the count and put himself back in the driver's seat. Started off with 1 strike, and now he's got the count in his favor, 3-1.
Here comes the power swing.
Set. Here's the 3-1. High in the air out to center field.
Nah, just didn't get all of it.
Eaton is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire.
Kind of hit it towards the end of the bat.
Down in order go the Mets. Still tied 1 apiece. Ready now, Eric Thames.
Leading off for the Nationals, the right fielder, number 9, Eric Thames.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Nope.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch, but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
2 balls and a strike to count. Now the 2-1 pitch. And right into the shift. But this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. Now the pitch. And it's deep into right center. And as Nationals fans have heard before, see you later. A solo shot here to straightaway right field as they take the lead. It's 2-1.
I kept him in the face of the left-hand batter.
Boy, when this guy gets in a groove, he can hit him, and when he hits him in bunches. Hit a home run in last night's game, and if they continue to pitch him on the outer part of the plate, look.
Now back, second base.
Seth Lugo is on the pitch here in the 8th with nobody out.
Now pitching for the Mets, number 67, Seth Lugo.
Yeah.
In now, Howie Kendrick. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half, it's 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And there's a swing and a miss by Kendrick as he falls behind now 0-2. No outs, nobody on.
Oh my God.
Into center field, line drive base hit.
Hey, that's nice execution right there. Swung through the first slider, got it again, stayed tall, kept his hands back, didn't try and do too much, and delivered a nice base hit.
At the plate, Starlin Castro. Guess he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle. There's one on
Very
the
nice.
first, and
Needed
they
that.
get them both.
It's hard to do anything with a pitch like that that's below the zone. And if you do anything with it, Most of the time, this will be the result, a double play on a good pitch down in the zone.
So base is empty now after the double play, and set to go is the veteran first baseman as Asdrubal Cabrera. Pitch on the way. Hit out towards second. He's got it. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. One in the inning for the Nationals on the solo home run. Bottom of the 8th coming up. It's 2-1 Washington. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Will Harris will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Ryan Zimmerman will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
Number 11.
Yoenis Cespedes striding in next. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a little blooper to center. Coming in on it is Eaton.
Okay.
Won't get there. It falls in.
The leadoff hitter finds his way on base. Should be interesting to see the cat and mouse with the manager. Does he use the bunt right here? Do we put a little hit and run on? Do we go old school, new school, and just let him swing away? Should be interesting.
Standing in now, Pete Alonso, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. The 1-0. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 2-0. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will get foul. 2-1. Our pitcher's duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1.
That's a close pitch right there, but I think he's just nibbling a little bit too much. Out of the pen sometimes, you just have to come in and go right after guys.
Taken, but that catches the inside part of the plate. And now in advance of a big 3-2 pitch, time is called at the plate as he'll press the reset button. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way.
All right.
And he missed with it. Ball 4. So that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second.
Huge innings have begun with much less, I can tell you that. First and second, no out, and the guy on the bump really needs a strikeout or a double play right here.
Digging in, Michael Conforto. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Edwin Diaz starts throwing.
Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. Looking at his career totals, Conforto is slugging north of 480, which puts him among some of the best power hitters in the game in that category. Oh, that hit him. Let's hope he's okay. But he is able to recover as he gets the out at first.
All right, well, move the runners over.
And with that play over now, time to check and see if our man is all right. You can really see him favoring that leg. And that is his plant leg, which is always a concern. But from the way he's acting out there, I think it looks like he's going to be okay to try and continue. Stepping into the box, Wilson Ramos, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. First pitch of the at-bat.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Behind 0-2 now. One out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. Swing and a fly ball. And this should at least get home the tying run. Catch is made. Here comes the tying run from third. And the tag's there. He's out at third base. It's a double play. And just like that, the inning is over.
All right, tied the
Mets
game.
Forced to settle for one here in the inning. Ninth inning coming up. And we are tied 2-2. All set to start the ninth in this one. And next to hit is the catcher, Yan Gomes.
I tied the game at least.
Edwin Diaz comes on now, and he's just hoping to keep this thing tied. No save opportunity here.
Edwin Diaz.
Ready. Here's the first offering. And we kick off the ninth inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1.
It's becoming more and more common in today's game to see relievers like this that can run it up there close to 100 miles per hour. But it's so fun to watch it. He blew it right by him there.
Behind 0-2 now. Fouled away. Another 0-2. Fastball got him looking, as that had two-seam action on it. One gone.
Some guys with big arms like this, they're just chuckers. They just throw the ball as hard as they can, and where it ends up isn't that big of a concern, but that wasn't the case there. That was a very well-pitched fastball right on the corner at the knees. Good luck hitting that one.
Here's Ryan Zimmerman now, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. The average coming in at 266, 9 homers and 28 RBIs. The 1-0 delivery. And a good heater as he just watches this baby, a ball and a strike. Diaz, a native of Puerto Rico. He was selected in the 3rd round during the first-year player draft of 2012.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Two balls and two strikes, the count to Ryan Zimmerman. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Speedy Trey Turner digs in now as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and two strikes.
Welcome to my world right here, batter. I've seen this 0-2 count way too many times. Hittable pitch in the middle of the zone, you take one. Slider in the dirt, you come unglued. Now you got to step out of the...
Whoa! Swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Nationals gone in order. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. All set for the bottom of the ninth, and set to go as the third baseman, J.D. Davis.
J.D. Davis.
Here's the first pitch to him. Drilled right back up the middle, and this is going to get through into center, so there's your possible winning run aboard on the leadoff single.
Leadoff base hit to start the bottom of the ninth inning right here. Everybody in the dugout on their feet, top stepping it. We're going to see if he works a bunt, hit and run. I don't know. Maybe he's swinging for the gap and he gets to be the hero himself.
Tanner Rainey takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out.
Number 21, Tanner Rainey.
Robinson Cano will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Robinson Cano.
Eduardo Nunez will come on now and pinch run here.
Eduardo Nunez.
And here is strike one call to the 37-year-old veteran up there. 0-1. The winning run is at first base. The 0-1 changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Cano, a native of the Dominican Republic. This is his 16th season at the major league level, and obviously that alone reflects the incredible career he's put together.
Yeah, Matty, to play 14 years in the big leagues without question, I can't tell you what this guy's seen. Add in the minor league stops, he's seen every corner of this nation right here. He's been on buses, he's been on charter planes, he's seen every part of what baseball has to offer.
Possible winning run aboard here, nobody out. Before the pitch, a check on that winning run at first, and the runner back safely. Now the 2-1.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
And it's fouled away. Possible winning run aboard here, nobody out. Line drive to center field. In there, a base hit. Throw comes into the infield, and the winning run moves up to second now with nobody out.
Number 16, Jake Marisnick.
At the plate now, Jake Marisnick. Bunt attempt, but this one might have too much on it. Kendrick. Well, he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time.
Damn.
You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
So the batting order turns over now and set to go Ahmed Rosario. He's looking to bring home the winning run from third.
All right. Just a second here. I need to step away for a moment. Yep. Okay. All right, I'm back. Yep. I'm kind of nervous.
Here's the first pitch.
Ooh, he's really in trouble, and it's just getting worse and worse and worse. This guy needs to find the strike zone in the worst way.
The 1-0. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
Name of the game out on the mound is to disrupt timing of the hitters in the box. He's certainly got this guy on the defensive.
Now the 2-0. Started to chase that time, but then he wisely holds off for ball 3.
He would have had to go with the old school Tommy Hawk approach on that one if he wanted to get on top, but he was able to lay off it.
And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Now it's McNeil in a clutch
Jeff
situation.
McNeil will be the next to take a turn. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Here's the first pitch.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
swing and a liner.
Fair ball!
Falls down and in
Mets
comes
win
the
it!
winning run. And the winning run will score as they walk off with a 3-2 victory.
Always great when a game really comes down to the ninth inning like it did here. They had a chance to walk it off and send their fans home happy, and that's exactly what they did. Lots of smiles around here right now.
All right.
Not a lot of runs put on the board in this one, but here's a guy that found a way to make a difference. He's the top player of the game.
Yeah, he was a big factor in this one, guys. He swung himself into a 3-hit ball game, so he was seeing the ball really well and put some good swings on it, too.
Whew. Yeah, fingers are shaking. These close games like this, it's like I end up having to step away and needing to take a break because I get kind of nervous.
A one-run game this afternoon, 3-2 the final finish. New York came through when it mattered in the ninth on the way to the win. Edwin Diaz claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
So there you have it. Edwin Diaz with the win. Will Harris with the loss. Let's start up the highlight reel in a second here.
For the Nationals, 2 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. They left 8 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 53 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon.
Cespedes with an RBI double in the bottom of the first inning. That gave the Mets a 1-0 lead. Kendrick grounds out, makes a Alonso makes a nice play to the ground ball from Kendrick. That's on the first out of the inning for the second. Yan Gomes with an RBI single to center field in the second inning to tie up the game. Then Eaton with a line drive to single, and then the play at the plate. Sanchez out at the plate. This was a big moment in the game. Wilson striking out Soto, looking at the top of the 7th with a couple of runners on. But then Wilson stays in to face Thames in the next inning. And he doesn't miss that one. A 390-foot home run to give the Nationals a 2-1 lead. In the bottom of the 8th, Ramos with a sacrifice fly, but Alonso trying to advance from second. So this would tie the game in a big spot. The tying run comes in, the cutoff man takes it, throws to third, guns down Alonso, who got a little greedy there. And that ended the inning. But then McNeil, with the bases loaded in the bottom of the 9th, hits a line drive home run, fair ball over first base, and that's how it ends. Edwin Diaz comes away with his first win of the season. First, let's look at the Nationals box score. Eaton with 2 hits today. Sanchez, the pitcher, with going 2 for 2. He's hitting .333 on the season. Wow. So both Turner and Soto and Gomes actually struck out twice today. Thames with the home run, his 24th in the season. Sanchez didn't pitch that poorly. Only allowed 1 earned run, but he only went 4.2 innings. Harris ends up with the loss. He is credited with 2 earned runs. For the Mets, Cespedes 3 for 4 with 1 RBI. He's now hitting .298 for the season. McNeil with the game-winning hit. He was 2 for 5. Davis 2 for 3 with 1 walk. Mets batters struck out 11 times today. Porcello pitched 5 innings, allowing 1 earned run. It's a no decision for him. Brock was effective in relief. Familia only faced, or only got 1 batter out. Wilson struck out a couple of batters before giving up that leadoff home run to Thames. Lugo was effective. Diaz was very good. Struck out the side. He gets the win. An exciting game. So, 1 second here. We take a look at the matchup for our next game tomorrow. Just a second here. Gotta plug my phone in. It's about to die. There we go. So, look at that matchup tomorrow. In advance today. Look at that.
It's Sunday morning. Welcome to Inside the Show. Starting off in the National League East, Yoenis Cespedes had 3 hits on the day, leading the Mets past the Nationals 3-2. He is among the National League leaders in home runs. The Dodgers knocked out 10 hits as a team as they beat the Braves in Atlanta 7-3. The A's allowed only 5 hits in the game as they got the best of the Phillies in Citizens Bank Park 9-1. Josh Rader got win number 1 on the year, helping the Fish get past the Giants 5-1. The Cincinnati Reds combined for a 4-hitter as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 2-0. Lane Thomas was hot at the plate, collecting 3 hits in the game as the Cardinals beat their rival Cubs 4-3. He is among the NL leaders in triples. Ian Desmond grabbed 3 base knocks, helping the Rockies get past the Buccos 5-4. The San Diego Padres got 11 hits overall as they took down the visiting Diamondbacks 3-1. Ji-Man Choi was a major force at the plate with 6 RBIs as the Rays claimed victory over the Orioles 9-1. The Boston Red Sox put together 10 total hits as they defeated the visiting Yankees 8-1. The Blue Jays got 12 hits in this one as they took down the Tigers in Detroit 4-0. Josh DeMont got his 2nd W of the season, helping the Royals push past the Twins 5-3. The Angels picked up 14 hits in total as they took down the visiting Mariners 6-0. The Texas Rangers combined to give up just 5 hits as they bested the visiting Indians 4-2. The White Sox combined for 4 total home runs as they got a win over the Astros in Houston 8-6. Thanks for tuning in today. We'll be back here tomorrow and all season long.
Okay. Exciting win. And looks like this is going to be an afternoon game tomorrow, 1 p.m. Looks like on the schedule is a Sunday. But you know what? Because of that matchup, Sunday afternoon, I'm going to say that's probably a game on Fox or something, a nationally televised one. It would have to be. That's an awesome matchup. Well, that was fun. Looking forward to the next game, and we'll see what the Mets can do against Max Scherzer. So far, the Mets wins keep coming. Playing the entire season as the New York Mets, I do at least one game per day. And yeah, if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. You get the notification for when my videos are live. Hope you enjoyed this one. See you at the next game.